said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. LSU quick to the line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of the quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big third down coming up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. They were handed a gift with this great starting field position, but they've done nothing with it. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. Shooting for the end zone right there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. LSU right back to the line. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle, it's Broussard. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Looking for a crease, it's Durham. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. A sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Buying some time. Uncorks one to the middle.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Hoover. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the left side. They get him down on the play. This big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, LSU. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Looking down the middle. Finds a man by himself. Gashes the heart of the knee. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver, you can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Gonna let it fly, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. LSU quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Now adjusting. On the move, he fires. It's complete. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Right back to him on the ground. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4. Does this big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. LSU will get a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Berry. There he goes. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Going for the big play. He's got it up to 20. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Dortch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Snags it down the right side. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Durham. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Complete on 3rd down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads it downfield. Brings it in down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got some room, it was over.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he is out of bounds on this return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, give on the inside. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. LSU quick to the line. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Buys a little time with his feet. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Finds the tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Ohio State, 64, LSU, 20.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dortch. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the outside. It's a running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking for room. It's Peoples. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run.
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a...
He's looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. He's moving out of the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Van Buren. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Broussard. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen instead. Nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Might as well stick with him. Into the end zone. line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at...
Turning it on! Made a defender miss. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Broussard. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Across the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do?
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. LSU now operating in the red zone. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area that...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Jumped on top of the pile. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Release to the back. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Green. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 20. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. They'll throw it from the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a connection. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Van Buren. He tries to take the top off. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Buys a little time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Van Buren. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Scrambling away. That's caught. It's Lee. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Peoples. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job walking through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quick completion to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Unloads quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Complete out of the backfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Fielded in the end, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Bounced right back to them.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's sacked. Trying to get away, but the defense tracked him down. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got it in the middle. It's Green. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play,
get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Finds his man, it's Broussard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
To the air on first down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it.